Bitcoin, Cardano, Quant Network, and the first ever crypto fund in South Korea. So some very bullish activity here in my opinion. Be sure to stick around until the end to not miss any of what's going on. If you liked the video or found any of this information interesting, be sure to drop a like on the video. Really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe as we try to keep these coming at you daily. Now we have Cardano here. We have been patiently waiting to accumulate Cardano ever since the end of September here. As we can see, when we had bullish confirmations of accumulation, the super buy, buy 4, and golden cross throughout the end of July into the beginning of August. After the super buy and buy 4, we were able to accumulate Cardano at the $1.28 level, experience up to 141% in upside, and we were able to capitalize on 75% ROI with EngineeringRobo's sell suggestions. When 2 of our chosen 3 robo advisors became bearish, we took profit, capitalizing on 75% in gains, turning a potential $1,000 invested into Cardano into over $1,750 in less than 2 months. And as we can see, ever since these bearish confirmations here, we have experienced some crippling downside. So if you chose to invest into Cardano while EngineeringRobo was bearish throughout the end of September, as we can see, you've experienced a crippling 58% in downside, and you are still currently more than 56% down at current levels if you invested into Cardano while EngineeringRobo was bearish. Moving forward, once we have bullish robo advisors confirming some potential upside here, we can see the buy 4 coming into play throughout this downtrend, suggesting that Cardano does want to recover. However, it is not ready yet, as would appear. When we have 2 of our chosen 3 robo advisors become bullish, then we can put 50% of our investment into Cardano at that level. We can put 20% of our investment into Cardano at support. Down below, we have 84 cents waiting for us there. But a potential bullish area of accumulation if we were to solidify significant support at that level. And we can put the remaining 30% of our investment into Cardano once we have daily candles opening and closing above the descending trend line here. Then we can be more comfortably bullish on continued gains moving forward. We always wait for the confirmations. Once invested, feel free to take profits along the way. Watch out for resistance. We have $1.31 in addition to $2.16 as potential areas of resistance to watch out for. Feel free to take some profits at that level. However, we always remain 50% invested until bearish robo advisors come into play. So when we have a similar interaction relative to September here, then we would consider taking profits after accumulating during a similar interaction relative to the end of July. So let me know down below your thoughts on Cardano. So here we have, a rather major bank in South Korea preparing to become the first bank in South Korea to offer crypto investment products to retail investors. KB Financial Group announced that it had formed a digital asset management preparatory committee to determine product and strategy capabilities regarding digital assets and artificial intelligence investment funds. The bank expects to launch crypto ETFs and futures products. This bank is reported to have about $520 billion in total assets as of September 2021. So this is a rather major entity in the traditional world of finance here, in a rather particular governing body involved that is getting some very bullish exposure to cryptocurrency here, further adding to factors contributing to how difficult it is to be bearish on Bitcoin. In my opinion, we've just been seeing far too much activity here from major players in the economy getting involved in cryptocurrency in one way or the other, whether it be NFTs, the metaverse, or direct Bitcoin accumulation. Blockchain technology has definitely become quite popular among a rather new money here. But this article continues to mention how Fidelity and Grayscale both offer a Bitcoin ETF. Grayscale having about I think like $60 billion under management, 40 something billion of that being crypto. Fidelity has over $4 trillion under management. So rather major players in the economy here getting involved in crypto. The article mentions how KB is responding to a market that has become increasingly receptive to crypto and NFT investments. They mention a close competitor bank has dedicated an entire sector of its mobile banking app to help customers manage their NFT collections on a pre-existing leading blockchain for the country. And we also have word of a rather large bank in Singapore offering a similar service with new retail crypto investment products. And so, we also did cover that on the channel as well. But let me know down below your thoughts on Bitcoin and crypto. We've always been, mentioning a rather bullish institutional incentive for Bitcoin here and the crypto sphere. It's been very hard to be bearish on Bitcoin at these levels. Hopefully, you're able to accumulate some nice, in discounted Bitcoin here. We're looking at green across these spheres to be seen today. We do have accumulation in play here. Projects experiencing between 4 to 10% in upside. Rather bullish incentive for crypto is present in my opinion. We're going to look at Quant Network here, experiencing 25% in gains. As we can see, QNT has been in search of the strongest area of support ever since bearish Robo advisors in play, coming from the $294 level. As we can see from that bearish confirmation, prices did experience a crippling 71% in downside over the following months. So utilizing EngineeringRobo's sell suggestions, you were saved from losing well over half of your money, just about all of it, within 3 months. We do have bullish Robo advisors in play. Technically, the buy 4 and Moon Robo advisor did allow for some accumulation here. So if you had $1,000 to invest into Quant, we technically already put 50% of our investment in when EngineeringRobo became bullish. We had already put 20% of our investment into Quant at our support level, $94.70 down below. And we will put the remaining 30% of our investment into the project once we have daily candles opening and closing above this descending trend line. And along the way, we're watching out for resistance overhead. $294 above is going to be resistance waiting for us that we will have to conquer as support. Feel free to take some profits at that level. However, we always remain 50% invested until we have bearish Robo advisors in play. We do see the sell 4 present. However, we need 2 of our chosen 3 Robo advisors becoming bearish to consider potentially closing our position to reinvest at a more bullish opportunity. So we always wait for the confirmations. Let me know your thoughts on this project down below. Now Bitcoin. So we had already put 20% of our investment into Bitcoin at support. We put 50% of our investment into Bitcoin when 2 of our chosen 3 Robo advisors became bullish, and we had the remaining 50% invested when daily candles opened and closed above the descending trend line. At the moment, we are watching out for this sell 4 in play. Price action currently returning downward towards support here. Aforementioned in previous videos, we did anticipate a return to the potential $40,000 level, currently printing a lower low relative to a swing on the 10th of January here. So potentially short-term bearish for us here in the immediate short term. However, in my opinion, a potential dip in an overall uptrend and opportunity to accumulate, in my opinion. We're watching out for a second Robo advisor becoming bearish here to potentially consider some continued short-term downside and an opportunity to reinvest in Bitcoin at a more bullish opportunity, a more discounted price, because in my personal opinion, and based off the fear and greed index here, we can see the price of Bitcoin is far too close to the fear zone, a very bullish area of accumulation here. You want to be buying Bitcoin when the market is in a state of extreme fear. This is when accumulation should be occurring, and you want to heavily consider taking profits when the market is under extreme greed, potentially interacting with the FOMO zone here, currently waiting for us at $167,000 per Bitcoin. That is a level I do anticipate interaction with before any sort of prolonged downside is to be expected. You want to be heavily considering taking profits when the market is, extremely greedy, buying Bitcoin heavily, afraid of missing out on continued gains. However, they have, because they are currently too afraid to be accumulating at current levels when they are, too afraid of continued downside here. So it's all about market psychology, and in my opinion, there's far too much institutional activity here for there to be a bearish incentive for Bitcoin. So I do believe an overall longer term uptrend is in play. But let me know down below your thoughts on Bitcoin and crypto. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Check out EngineeringRobo for free with a link in the description. Subscribe here on YouTube and tune in for the next one.